Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and start off by doing a Chantopolis world update. It would seem as though Foodie is now a full-time mukbanger. As things heat up in Kuwait, is Chantal completely losing it? Well, it would appear that way. She posted a video where she actually copied off of J Bay Productions. We'll talk about that. And then later on in the video, we're going to go ahead and do a quick rundown on ALR's brand new video. This one seemed pretty interesting, so I thought we could talk about it. All that and more coming up on today's edition of Girl Talk. Let's just get right into it. Shall we? All right, y'all, let's go ahead and start off with our Chantopolis world update. From messy live stream YouTuber to full-time mukbanger, Foodie has really kicked it into high gear lately when it comes to releasing content on her channel, although we haven't seen much from the couple's channel until today. We did take a look at a video that she did from the largest McDonald's in Kuwait on my latest live stream. I quickly realized that this was a repeat. She had already done a video filming in the largest McDonald's in Kuwait. And all we got from this video was the blatant lack of conversation between her and Salah. It just seemed a bit awky. But after that one, she returned with another mukbang called Barbecue Chicken and Afghani Style Rice Mukbang. She's found herself in an interesting position. She has to do mukbangs. Well, she doesn't have to, but she gets the best views on her mukbangs. She grew her channel on mukbangs. That's kind of her thing, but you would think that they would get better with time, the more you do them. But her old mukbangs were so much better and more creative. One of my favorites was the 1950s housewife theme. But in this newer video, she talks about a viral creepy story. The rice, it was so buttery and so flavorful. Moving right along, there wasn't much to see in that one at all. We'll be covering like 6 videos. Like I said, she's been pumping these out. She uploaded the funniest Taco Bell eat with me. She's sitting there eating her Taco Bell and giving her opinion on a story that we actually covered not that long ago. I wonder if she saw my video or something. I don't know. But it was the video I did, Plus Size Influencer Sparks Outrage. It was about J Bay Productions and her petition for people of size to receive an extra seat on the plane free of charge. Check out my video for the full rundown. Did Chantal watch Hungry Fat Chick and decide to do a Taco Bell mukbang too? Because she just released one. I know, the question on everybody's mind. Why don't we have the Taco Bell chicken fingers smothered in creamy, spicy sauce? So when it comes to Chantal's opinion on J Bay and the petition, she's just all for it, guys. I have even less sympathy for Foodie than J Bay, but I can't help but think that both of them are just doing this for attention. Chantal thinks that she can just repeat what Jalen did, and maybe the press will talk about her too, because many an article were written about Jalen's initial TikTok video. But that's not how it works, girly. It's already been done. If J Bay wanted attention and that was the goal, I guess she got what she wanted. Chantal starts arguing against things that nobody ever says, a common tactic in commentary these days. She says, quote, "So overweight people shouldn't be able to travel and have fun like everyone else?" Literally nobody said that. Also, if you are overweight, you can fit into one seat. Unfortunately, if you are super obese, that's when you run into issues. I mean, that sucks and that's sad, and I'm sorry, sweetie, but seriously, this is the consequence of your actions, specifically talking about Foodie. And the ridiculousness of her saying this while indulging in what looks to be 2,000 to 3,000 calories for money. She says that losing weight is not easy, and it's not, but at the same time, she has done nothing but make matters worse, all in the name of greed. She mentions not everyone is obese because of overeating, but that doesn't apply to you. Who could take this seriously? I don't think she even believes her own drivel. She knows how she got to this size. She knows that it's her fault that she has to worry about the seat next to her being taken. She's just doing this in the hopes that it might get picked up or Piers Morgan will clap back at her. She mentioned him during the video because he covered Jalen's story. Chantal says you don't have the right to tell people how to eat, but when you put it online, people are going to comment on it. Simple as you can eat whatever you want behind the scenes and nobody can say boo. Even her most dedicated detractors see that she is destroying herself for views and money. I find it funny how she's preaching inclusivity when not that long ago, I remember she just had to tell us that she can't support gay people anymore. The amount of melted cheese she consumed in this video is just, it can't be good for anyone. This is not okay. I think she's just hoping that maybe a fitness channel will pick this up, maybe a political commentator, but no, it's too obviously bait. Jalen did it first and better. She can never do anything original. It's always the Family Dollar brand of XYZ. After this live stream, Chantal actually returned to live streaming. I think she's losing it. Maybe it's the heat. She admits to almost having a heat stroke just walking to her car after the museum, so she isn't going out during the day ever again, or at least for now. I heard through the grapevine on Reddit that she has 34 days left on her visa, and people were kind of speculating, where does she go next? She's just not accustomed to this kind of heat. It's 49 degrees in Ottawa and 93 in Kuwait. Canada is known for being on the colder side, right? This was funny. She admits mukbangs and live streams are easy money and she has to eat. So what's with the judgment? Someone asked her to show a fruit market, but she laments that nobody will watch it, so mukbangs it is. And I have to admit, she's not doing too bad. Sure, she isn't in her heyday, but the mukbangs are getting her like 15K. If she does one every day, that's a decent income, but at what cost? How long can she keep this up? I mean, Nick Ocado did it for years, but recently he had to stop and seriously decrease his output for his own well-being, or things could have gotten really bad. There are so many ways to go about losing weight, she says, and getting healthier. And girl, none of them include daily mukbangs with enormous portions to the point where it doesn't matter what you ate the rest of the day because that one meal wrecked any chance you had of losing even a pound. So it doesn't really matter what she eats off camera. She mentions NE and wishes that he goes to jail for his actions. If you guys didn't know, Chantal's ex actually met with the court today, and Kristen over on Twitter was sitting in on this court situation type deal. She says he has requested to go forward with a trial. He is to contact his attorney later today for a trial date. The court clerk said that there will be 2 witnesses, requiring 6 total hours of time during the trial. All right, thanks, Kristen. Nader recently declared that he is innocent in this situation, alluding to having video proof that will clear his name. As it stands, he is being accused of R. Chantal says that she is not going back to Canada anytime soon, but she just might visit her family sometime. She wonders why Stephanie Sue doesn't get hate for eating a ton, but she does. I haven't watched her in a hot minute, but I don't think she really eats as much. People continue to be upset in the side chat saying the hookah is just annoying to listen to during the live stream. Chantal says that she is not going to be bothered by reaction channels anymore, but she talks about multiple channels in this live stream. It's kind of redundant at this point, like a merry-go-round. I noped out after about 50 minutes. This morning, Chantal actually posted 3 more videos. When's the next mukbang, though? She posted a video called Stale Garlic Bread, where she does a parody of the reaction channel, you guessed it, Garlic Bread. I think that she was upset, although she said it was funny, so I don't know, but he replaced her. But what happened is he replaced her picture with Grimace from McDonald's. So maybe this is her like clap back at that. She also pulled out one of her classic community tab call outs. This one saying, "That face you make when you realize you have to read hate comments to feed your kids." Followed up with a picture of Just Breezing Today, an unflattering still image from one of her recent videos. She also posted a rap video, Obesity, where she shared some sick rhymes, but with no beat. I'm just left scratching my head. Has she completely lost the plot? Also, her and Salah posted a couples vlog visiting the museum she had a heat stroke outside of. So that's kind of the gist of it. She's a full-time mukbanger. She's beginning to go after reaction channels again, which is something that she kind of stopped for a little while. Could we be seeing a rage in the future? I felt like this last live stream, she was kind of close. I mean, she has a lot to say about fat phobia and that kind of thing. That's like her new thing. There was an awkward moment at the end where she kind of veers into social justice issues, but you guys know Chantal, she continues to trip over her words. The chat's just like begging her to stop because she just comes across so ignorant. We got to hear about her ex going to trial and her thoughts on that. Will she stay or will she go? That kind of makes up a lot of the discussion right now. Will the heat become unbearable for Foodie? Will she have to escape back to Canada? I know she really, really, really does not want to go back to Canada for whatever reason. Will she eat herself to the point where she needs a second seat? Because so far, Cuba, her trips to Kuwait, you know, she got lucky going to Kuwait. There wasn't anyone next to her, but she was able to get away with just purchasing one seat. Maybe since she is now paying attention to J-Bay Productions, maybe now she knows about the Southwest customer of size policy. It's honestly kind of scary to see her blatant disregard for her own health and just how long can she keep this up. It's scary. She's scaring me. What do you guys think? Let's move on to Amberlynn. All right, you guys, so for the next part of the video, we are going to go ahead and do a quick rundown. This video actually looks pretty interesting from Amber, which is few and far between. It is called I Have a Hernia, Glorifying Obesity, New Gallery Wall Reveal. She opens the video by showing us an unboxing of her new soul therapy book. She looks seriously unwell in this clip. It's another workbook style book. How many of these is she going to do before some of it sinks in? I'm still kind of reeling from the Destiny and Dana drama of yesterday. Like, she made Dana look like a monster. But let's keep in mind there is two sides to every story. I hope Dana speaks her truth. Speaking of truth, what do you guys think about the phrase, my truth? Is it your truth or is it only the truth? My truth is I'm hungry right now. She shares a sweet moment. This was actually kind of wholesome. She talks about how she grew up with mold and roaches, and now she has this bougie looking living room and doesn't have to struggle, at least monetarily. Our girl has been having some symptoms lately. She has a hernia. She claims she got a test months ago, but they never gave her a call to give her the results. So she called and they said that she did have one all along. Are you supposed to call yourself? I find it sus that she always has these unique experiences. She asked if they can remove this during WLS, but it's not an every time kind of thing. It's a maybe. I get like nervous talking about medical information, but I was reading in the comment section and someone said that you can only repair it. You can't get it like removed. Next up, she addresses health at every size, saying it's just not a thing. And she doesn't see how or why people could say she is glorifying obesity. I actually agree with Amber here. She's not glorifying it. Like, we watch her videos and it's almost like a cautionary tale. It's never very glamorous. What are your thoughts on the matter? I mean, I could see that with like her trolling mukbangs, but nowadays, just existing as a fat person is not glorifying obesity. I could see arguments that Foodie Beauty's doing that, but not Amberlynn these days. Did you guys ever see that TikTok where the girl is like, I'm 100% glorifying obesity, and there's nothing you can do about it? She begins breaking down because of the hernia. At first, it was just another thing for her, but it didn't sink in. She begins to blame the food instead of her own choices, but later admits she did it to herself. At one point, she said she could have maybe been a doctor in a past life, but she's been watching what she says recently because she doesn't want to offend anyone. It's like she catches a new diagnosis like Pokemon. She gives us another therapy update, like that's like half of her content these days, but she's made so much progress, guys, just believe it. She wants to continue on past the 12 sessions. She shares some of the things she is currently struggling with, her stuck points, if you will, including, I can't trust anyone, people are lying and hiding things from me, no one cares, no one believes me. If my parents don't want me, why would anyone else? Pretty serious stuff. She's going to write a paper on one of the most traumatic events, and she has shared this before. Her brother was caught in the curtains, and she saved his life. The parents were, well, you guys know, on substances. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye, guys.